Elsa here, and I'm with Just a Few Designs, and today I'm not crafting. Today I'm going to show you something. Look at my nails. For those of you, I'm not going to show that one stuff. For those of you that have been following me, you know that I have been struggling with the horrible habit, addiction, whatever. I call it an addiction, but it's a bad habit of biting my nails. And one of my resolutions for the new year was that I wanted to grow nails. I wanted to stop biting them. And I have tried everything from that nasty stuff that tastes bad to putting acrylic nails, which if you watch my videos, you see that I wear acrylics on a lot of them. I've always tried to keep from biting them, and I haven't been able to. And this time it looks like I'm doing pretty good. This hand, not as good as the left hand because I use it so much, but and I'm going to say that it's because of these little stickers here. These are the Jamberry nails. Krystal, my daughter, is a consultant, and I started using these around the first of the year. So this is 8 weeks growth, and they're doing so good. And these little things right here have kept me from really biting them because two things. It's a thicker vinyl than like the little plastics that you buy, say at Walgreens or Walmart. It's really thicker, and instead of me biting on them, I tend to just want to peel them and put them back and forth, so it gives me something else to do besides biting them, and I've been trying not to. So, but these things are awesome. You put them on and they look really shiny right off the bat, and you don't have to wait. You see the shine on them? You don't have to wait for the nail polish to dry or anything, and they're really easy to put on. Now, this is all you need. Well, you need a pair of scissors, a file, and some tweezers, some metal tweezers, okay? And you need some kind of a heat source. A lot of people have said, I read on their comments, that they use like a blow dryer. I haven't used a blow dryer. I don't know how a blow dryer would work, but I'm using this little fan right here. This is just a little ceramic fan, and this is what I use in my craft room because it's so darn cold back here. My craft room is in the garage, and it's not insulated very well, so it gets really cold back here. So anyway, I use this little heater, and this is what I'm going to use to put these nails on. I did order the little heater. They sell a really nice, convenient little heater for the nails, and I ordered it. It's on its way. So I'll show it when it comes in. Oh, that's hot. Okay, so this is all you do. They come to you in these little plastic pouches, and this is what they look like. Now you have enough of these. They're like $15, and considering that you get 2 manicures, so you get 2 sets of fingernails, and then these down here, these are for your toes. So you cut this one in half, and that's 2 toes, and then this one you cut into down the middle, and then you get your 4 little pinkies down here, your little piggies. So you get 2 pedicures and 2 sets of fingernails, and they're really easy to do. And they come in this acrylic, or this clear plastic, so that you're able to put it up against your nail and match the size, okay? Because you want to find the nail, the little sticker, the wrap, it's called a wrap, that will go from one end and will go all the way around and wrap around your nail and down to your nail edge. Okay, so you see this right here, how it is. The bottom part of it, the little U part, that is what goes on right here at the base of your nail by the cuticle, okay? So you will take this and you will cut it. Okay, let me show you. This is what I do. First, I try to find a nail that is going to fit mine. So I just take a little plastic and I put it up against my nail, and I try to match it as good as I can. Now, a little smaller than your nail would be better than wider, because what you don't want is, you don't want this to go up over on your skin, because then that causes a gap, so then water and anything will get under there, and what happens when water gets on sticky stuff, it stops being sticky, so it'll fall off. So you want to make sure that you make really good contact with the vinyl on all around your nail, on from the base all the way to the free edge. Make sure that the nail is attached, that the little vinyl is attached really well to your nail. So measure it so that it wraps around your nail really nicely, okay? So my nail is about So this is what I do. I put it right there, and I go ahead and indent it so it makes just a little indentation to where my nail is. Then I take that little I'm using an X-Acto knife, but you can use scissors. You can just take scissors and cut it. So I'm going to cut about right there. Then take your tweezer and let me see if I can zoom in a little bit. In that out. Is that blurry? Can you see it? You take your tweezer and lift it by the edge like this. Okay, and you don't want to put your hands or any natural oils or, you know, just from your fingers, anything on this side, because that's the sticky side. And you want to keep it as sticky as possible, of course, because you want it to glue. Now, this is like heat activated. So you put it, I'm going to bring my little heater in a little bit so you can see it right here. Okay, you put your nail, little wrap, up on the heat like this. And you see how that curled? It curled up just a little bit. It gave it like a little C curve. That's what you want. You want to heat it up just long enough for it to get that little curve on it, and then you're going to place it as close to your cuticle as you can without touching your skin. Okay, and then repositional. You can pull them off and on until you get them right where you want them. Now make sure that it's not touching your skin, and bring it around and press, and that is it. Okay, so these work on heat and pressure, so really squeeze on your fingernail and press it down really well. Now put it up against the heater again just to heat it up a little bit more on your nail. Just like that, and then look how pretty they would look if they were that long. But my nail's not that long yet. So, okay, so after you press down enough and it looks like it has covered all the way to this edge and all the way to the other, and I wish my nails were that long. Anyway, you do that. This is where your file comes in handy, okay? Now, because this is a little bit longer than mine, I'm going to cut that part off as close to my nail as I can. Now this little vinyl that's left over from where you cut it, you can save these because you can use these later on your toes. Okay, so there it is. So now you're going to take your file and you're going to file down, and you don't need a really rough file. I use the softer part of my file because I don't want to file any of my natural nail down. So you just continue to do this very lightly, and from applying pressure of the file and against your nail, it's going to start to tear away. There we go. See that? You can just pull those. See the little edge right there? Pull it. Apply a little bit more heat to it. There you go. Isn't this pretty? I just really like it. I bought 4 other designs. I bought this one, and this one is like a clear, so you would put polish on your nails, then put that on top of it, and it looks so pretty, and I'll do that and show you later. And then I got this one, which is black. And then I got just the regular French tips. I think those are going to look really cool too. Okay, so I'm going to do one more just to show you. Let me back up a little bit. I can never get that right. Okay, so once again, you try to use the wrap that is going to go from one side to the other on your nail. Okay, and you don't want to go too wide because, like I said, you don't want it adhering to your skin. So take your tweezer and put it up against, just, you know, in front of the heater, and it only takes a few seconds to give it that curvature. See that? And that just activates the glue. Okay, so then you're going to take it and you're going to take the U part, you're going to put it up against your nail, your cuticle, right above it, making sure that it's going to just attach itself to your nail and not to your skin. I'm sorry, was I out of frame? And you see what I did? I put my tweezer over at the bottom. You want to avoid doing that because this part up here is easier to handle if you use the top part, because you're going to be, odds are that most of that is going to come off anyway. You're going to cut it off, and you want to leave the glue as intact as possible so that it'll glue really good to your nails. It'll attach itself to your nails. If you happen to get a size like I think I just did that does not go all the way to the end of your nail, with me I don't really mind because it's so little, but if you wanted to go all the way to the edge on both sides, you can just, right now while it's not completely attached, you can go ahead and peel it off and do it and put it back on the plastic and get you a bigger, wider size. But I'm going to go ahead and continue with this one. It was just touching my skin, and you don't want it to do that. And this is really easy to do when you're not trying to stay in frame. And so, okay. So now you just make sure that it's not on your skin. Okay. You know, and for those nail technicians out there, I wish that while I was still doing nails, I would have had this option to offer my clients. This would be great for you to have available. Maybe get a catalog and talk to your consultant and see what your clients like, which colors you think that they would like, and have them available. Like for the holidays that are coming up, 4th of July, they have some really neat 4th of July ones with stripes and stars. It would be really easy for them to come in, and you can just offer like maybe just an accent nail with the stars on there, and you can charge a little bit more to have that done, and it would be instant. You wouldn't spend a lot of time having to draw those little stars and stripes. You can just put that on, and your client will be ready to go out the door without worrying that they're gonna mess it up and have to come back and have you repair it. So there you go. And Krystal's really good about talking to you about them and how they work and what colors they have, and where you can find what you need. Now this one did come over a little bit over on my skin. Well, once I pull it back, no, I guess not. If that was the fact, if it was right on my skin, you would just take scissors and just snip it a little bit right there and take the excess off. And it's better to cut a little bit at a time than too much off. Okay, so I'm gonna cut it to my nail and save this for later, because you never know, I have little tiny toes. Okay, so I'm going to apply a little bit more heat, and I'm going to press it down. Just like this. Okay, and once again, my nails is only 8 weeks of growth. I've been doing a whole bunch of other stuff to them. I'm keeping them really hydrated, moisturized with vitamin E oil, and using some tea tree oil to clean them and disinfect. and then keeping oil on them, cuticle oils on them. And there you go. That's 3. See how quick and how fast and how awesome that looks. Yay, I love them. So I'm gonna do this too, and I'll be back. Okay, so I have this whole hand done, and it's a matter of minutes. It doesn't take long to do it all, and it's a finished manicure. And I can start crafting now. Cool. Okay, now in the left hand, it's just as easy to do. Once again, handle from the top part where you're cutting it, handle from up here, and the U part right here is what goes up against your cuticle. This is my left hand. So heat it up a little bit because it's heat activated, and you just hold it a few seconds in front of a little heater, heat source, and it'll do that little bend. It'll bend like that a little bit, little curvature to it. Then put it right up against, I'm gonna do this one. Well, I think it's this size. Put it right up against your cuticle, right there, and lay it down, and then just press it, and there you go. Before you press it down really well and apply all the pressure for it to stick, make sure that it's not on your skin, and if it is, just remove it and readjust it. Okay, so it looks like I may need, see how there's a lot showing over here? I'm thinking I need a wider nail for this one. So I'm going to just put this back on my mat right here, and I'm going to go with this one that's a little bit wider. So I'm just going to cut it in half right here, and heat it up just till you see it curve like that. It's nice and soft and flexible and ready to use. Now I'm going to put it up against the cuticle and lay it. And I think I put it down too far. Right there. That's better. Okay, so this one's a little bit wider than what I want. Do you see all that extra right there? Just take a pair of scissors and trim it. And once again, if I wasn't trying to stay in frame and stuff, this would be so easy because I'd have it right up against my face doing this. And it cuts really, really easy. Just like that. Now, they also sell a pair of little, really sharp scissors that I think I'm going to get if I'm going to continue to do this. Because those would work perfect right now, instead of this Tim Holt scrapbooking scissors I'm using. You know, you're only as good as your tools. So there. But even that did the job. And before you apply all that pressure to make sure that it's down, you just make sure that it's not on your skin and that it's right on the nail and all that good stuff that I've been preaching this whole time. And I'm going to cut a little bit more off the side right here. Okay, so once you have it where you want it, apply a little heat, and you start with your pressure. And this one I have really long compared to what I need, so I'm just gonna cut it across right there. And now, to use the file on this hand, it'd probably be easier. Let me turn this off, it's getting really hot. It's going to be easier to hold your file steady and move your finger on it, like this. That works easier for me than trying to do this with my left hand, which I've gotten really good at it because I've been doing it for a while. But if you have problems maneuvering your left hand on your right hand, then just move your finger on the file until you get it the shape you want it. And you want to file down so that you break the fibers down and it comes off, and that it attaches to your nail edge. There you go. See? Oh, I love it. Okay, so I'm going to continue to do the others. That's it. That's all you need to do. And you're done. And it takes so little time to do. And now you can go wash dishes, you can go take a shower, you can go play in the yard. They stick. My last ones lasted a good 2 weeks. They probably would have lasted longer if I didn't have a nail problem, because I mess with them a lot and I would peel them off and on. But even so, they almost made it 3 weeks, and I finally had to remove them. But and I'll show you a picture of them. I'll try to, if I can find it, I'll add it to the end of this video. They were the Love Potion. Now these that I'm wearing now are called Orchid Ombre. They cool? So once I remove this, I'll have enough for another set, and maybe more than another set, because I only used this side and I still have 1, 2, 3, 4, enough to do 4 nails here, and I still have the complete other set. And then I still have my 2 pedicures, which I think the pedicures are gonna look so cool. So there you go, ladies. If you don't want to go to a salon and spend all that money and time on getting this done and then the polish falling off, this is a great solution. You order them online, they come to your home. Now, like I said, I took advantage of their buy 3 get 1 free, so I got 4. And like I said, see, I have all these sets, and there's many more that I want to get. I'll show you what this looks like when I get them, because I mean when I put them on, because these are actually clear. See, the design is clear, so whatever polish you put on the bottom, this will show up. I could even take one of these right now and put it on top of this, and the bottom would come through, but then you would see all those designs. So it looked like you spent so much time at a salon and somebody doing it by hand, and really you did it in your own home. So anyway, these are awesome little stickers. I really like them. They come in a little bag like this, and a little buy 3 get 1 free. Yay! I'm gonna put Krystal's email and her Facebook and her webpage, where you can tell her that her mom says hi, and I hope you enjoy them and that you like them as much as I do. And I hope also that if you're a nail biter, that you try these, because they have really worked for me. We'll see how we do, what my nails look like in a few months. Let's see if I went back to bite them. Now I tell you, I'll have one little disaster, stressful moment in my life, and it's the first thing that I want to do is bite them off. So maybe this time, if I get really stressed, I'll just pull the stickers off and put them back on and just do that and still save my nails, but we'll see. But anyway, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoy it. Hope you get some, and we'll see you next time. I'm going to show you all how to make these flowers. Aren't they pretty? And they're really easy, okay? So next time. See y'all. Besitos. Bye.